Tomorrow, at this precise cosmic threshold, the universe is opening a doorway you have been waiting for in the shadows of your heart. A doorway not just to healing, but to a release so profound it may feel like a part of you thought lost is returning. You may have felt this moment coming, a quiet pressure, a subtle tightening in your chest, the lingering echo of someone's absence, the silence that has stretched far longer than you wanted it to. But now, the Venus-Chiron alignment is sweeping through, and it is not gentle. It does not whisper. It calls you forward with the urgency of truth, the intensity of awakening, and the weight of what you can no longer ignore. If your heart has been fractured, if longing has been your constant companion, tomorrow may finally show you the pathway to restoration. This is the energy of deep cosmic alchemy. Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and self-worth, meets Chiron, the wounded healer, in a conjunction that acts as a sacred mirror. Everything you have been avoiding, every fear about vulnerability, every wound about love and trust, now comes into focus. And in this focus, there is power. You are not just being shown your pain, you are being offered the keys to transcend it. This is not a fleeting comfort. This is a turning point. A doorway that exists between the grief of yesterday and the possibility of rebirth tomorrow. For weeks, maybe months, you may have felt the quiet tension of waiting. It's the kind of waiting that makes your mind replay conversations that never happened. The kind that makes the body tense in anticipation of a change that feels just out of reach. Silence has hovered around you like a shadow, and mixed signals have left your soul exhausted. Perhaps you have questioned your worth, doubted the intentions of others, or felt the sting of rejection in ways that no one else could see. You have carried the heaviness of a slow-burning change, a spiritual gestation that demanded patience. And now, finally, the universe is asking you to step through. But do not mistake this doorway for a path without challenges. The warning is clear. Illusions are breaking. The patterns you have tolerated, the self-sabotage in love or money, the compromises you have made out of fear, these are the thresholds you cannot ignore. Tomorrow, clarity will arrive with the subtle shock of inevitability. You may notice the sudden transparency in someone's words, a fracture in a relationship that has been held together by habit rather than truth, or the inner tremor that tells you, enough. This is where everything changes, and ignoring it will not serve you. As this alignment unfolds, the activation begins. Energy shifts in your heart, in your nervous system, in the deepest recesses of your mind. You may feel the stirrings of hope, a delicate but undeniable surge of light moving through the cracks of your pain. The universe is activating something within you that has been dormant, your capacity to forgive, to open again, to receive love that is real and sustaining. This is a rare cosmic blessing. It is not about rushing into new connections, but about awakening your own power, your own sense of worth, so that the love you receive reflects your true value. In this moment, abundance is not abstract. It manifests in the tangible, the intimate, and the personal. You may notice resources aligning in unexpected ways. A financial opportunity, a supportive word from someone you trust, a moment of clarity that allows you to act decisively. Venus-Chiron energy reminds you that self-worth and abundance are intertwined. How you honor your own emotional healing directly affects what you attract and receive. This is the universe rewarding the courage of facing your pain. Watch for doors opening in work, investments, or creative ventures, but notice which ones honor your heart. Scarcity patterns are being dissolved, but only if you refuse to cling to old fears. Your body is a sacred vessel in all of this. Venus-Chiron doorway will make itself known physically. You may feel restlessness in your chest, tension in your throat, fatigue that seems emotional more than physical. Sleep may be fitful, dreams may carry vivid echoes of old wounds, and your energy may fluctuate in unexpected ways. This is not a malfunction, it is the body's way of processing a deep internal shift. Hydrate, rest, and honor the signals your body is sending. Meditation, gentle movement, or journaling will help anchor the healing energy, allowing the doorway to remain open instead of slamming shut under stress. Relationships are the crucible of this energy. Truths will surface, emotional boundaries will be tested, and silence will speak louder than words. You may find clarity about who truly supports you and who drains you, about commitments that are real and those that are illusions. Mixed signals may either be resolved or finally exposed as what they are: mirages of affection. You are being asked to observe actions over words, to value emotional maturity and honesty above fleeting comfort. Some relationships may transform overnight. Others may reach their natural conclusion, and your role is not to force, but to witness and choose with integrity. To navigate this energy, you must act with intention. Slow down. Observe your feelings. Without judgment, engage in one honest conversation you have been avoiding, or simply journal the truths that emerge. Protect your resources, both emotional and financial. Do not chase what is not aligning with your highest good. Rest when your body whispers, reflect when your mind races, and honor the doorway that is opened as sacred, fragile, and profound. This is a portal, not a temporary event. How you step through will determine the depth of healing you experience. 4. Scorpio, the doorway is intensely personal. You may feel your past heartbreaks ripple through your chest as if they are happening now. But tomorrow asks you to confront them with courage. Emotional clarity will arrive, sometimes violently, sometimes tenderly, but it will reveal what must be released. This is your opportunity to reclaim emotional sovereignty, to distinguish between the love that drains you and the love that restores you. For Cancer, the energy pierces the layers of protection you have built around your heart. Vulnerability may feel dangerous, but it is precisely where your miracle awaits. Trust, patience, and self-compassion are key. The universe is offering an emotional reset, a chance to step out of the cycles of doubt and into a flow where love and healing coexist naturally, Pisces. Your intuition has been your compass, but it has also been weighted with longing and confusion. Tomorrow's alignment illuminates the path from illusion to clarity. You may receive signs, dreams, or sudden inner knowing that confirms what has been hidden. This is the moment to step fully into your emotional truth, to honor your sensitivity as a gift rather than a burden, and to finally close the chapter on patterns that have kept your heart tethered to the past. The doorway the universe offers is not subtle. It is a threshold of transformation, a symbolic portal from heartbreak to wholeness. Step carefully, consciously, and bravely. Allow yourself to feel, release, and receive. You are being guided, protected, and prepared for a version of love that is sacred, real, and unshakable. The Venus-Chiron miracle is not just a moment, it is a rebirth. And when you step through, your heart will know the difference between survival and true awakening. As the doorway swings wider tomorrow, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, and Taurus, you are standing at a threshold that is not merely symbolic, it is alive, pulsing with an energy that is demanding your attention, your courage, and your surrender. The Venus-Chiron conjunction does not arrive quietly. It arrives like a reckoning carried on cosmic winds, brushing against the most tender fibers of your heart and whispering truths you may have avoided for far too long. If you have felt restless, if you have felt the subtle pressure of emotional tension tightening around your chest like an invisible hand, know that this is no coincidence. The universe is showing you the doorway to your healing, and it is both urgent and unavoidable. Before this moment, your emotional landscape may have felt frozen, as though time itself had paused while your heart healed or failed to heal on its own. Nights of insomnia, tossing between hope and despair, questioning the silence of someone you care for, wondering if love or connection will ever return. These were not just passing moments. They were preparatory. They were shaping the contours of your heart, aligning your inner frequency for the Venus-Chiron miracle to touch you deeply. You may have noticed patterns repeating, relationships that mirror one another, or situations that test your patience with the universe itself. This was the build-up to a doorway that now stands clearly before you, illuminated by cosmic light you cannot ignore. Warning: do not step forward blindly. The energy tomorrow may reveal illusions you have been clinging to, words that sounded loving but lacked depth, promises that were hollow, or comfort that disguised neglect. If you have been tolerating emotional dishonesty, whether from yourself or others, the Venus-Chiron alignment will shine a piercing light on it. You may feel an unexpected surge of clarity that shakes your foundation, a sense of instability that demands honesty above all else. This is not fear. It is the universe, urging you to release what no longer serves you before the next stage of activation can begin. And then, as if by alchemical timing, the activation begins. The Venus-Chiron doorway opens not only to reveal pain, but to illuminate healing. You may feel a wave rising from your heart through your chest and up into your throat, loosening the knots of unspoken words, releasing grief that has lingered too long. Tears may flow unexpectedly, not from sorrow alone, but from the liberation of truths finally being acknowledged. A surge of self-compassion is coming, and with it, the possibility to see yourself as lovable, worthy, and whole again. This activation is deeply personal. It is not about rushing into new love, but about restoring the love within yourself, so authentic that anything external must align to it or fall away. Abundance follows. A gentle but undeniable manifestation of the healing you are doing. Venus is guiding not only your heart, but your self-worth, your relationship with money, and your sense of security. Financial doors may open quietly, but strategically, an unexpected opportunity, resource you have overlooked, or recognition. For work you have invested yourself in emotionally and materially, the universe may nudge you to protect what is yours, to recognize scarcity patterns that limit your sense of value, and to step into abundance with discernment. Money, love, and opportunity will not appear as random luck. They will appear as the reward for the emotional labor and integrity you have cultivated within yourself, physically. You may notice subtle shifts, chest heaviness lifting, tension easing from your jaw and shoulders, moments of fatigue followed by unexpected bursts of clarity. Your nervous system is receiving this cosmic recalibration. Venus-Chiron energy interacts with the body, releasing old cellular memories of heartbreak and betrayal, and reminding you that healing is holistic. Gentle movement, breath work, or quiet meditation will amplify the doorway's effects. Avoid overstimulation. Protect your energy. Let your body move through the shift at its own pace. Honoring what it has carried for you all these months, relationships are at the core of this cosmic moment. Venus-Chiron reveals the cracks in bonds that were once stable, but now show the truth of imbalance or inauthenticity. You may notice people acting with sudden clarity or sudden absence, reflecting back your unspoken desires and fears. It is a time for observation, not reaction. Listen to what is unsaid. Watch what is done, not just what is promised. Mixed signals may finally resolve into transparency. Emotional honesty is not optional now. It is necessary. Boundaries will become non-negotiable, and the universe will show you the importance of stepping through the doorway with discernment. Now, for the actionable guidance. Slow down, breathe, observe. Protect your energy, your emotions, and your resources. Engage in honest reflection. Journal, meditate, or have a conversation that has been avoided. Release relationships, habits, or patterns that drain your vitality. Step into self-compassion and allow the doorway to reshape your inner and outer life. Not rush this process. Timing is everything, and the universe's rhythm is precise. Scorpio, tomorrow may feel like an unveiling. You may experience clarity about relationships that have kept you tethered to old wounds. Someone's absence or presence may suddenly make sense in a way that transforms how you view your heart's resilience. You are being asked to step fully into emotional sovereignty, to release attachments that dim your inner fire, and to honor the love that is both real and sustaining. Your emotional intensity is your power, but only if channeled consciously. Cancer, your protective shell may feel shaken, yet the doorway opens to remind you that vulnerability is strength. You may feel a sudden rush of emotions you had suppressed. But this is exactly where the Venus-Chiron energy wants you, fully present in your own emotional truth. Healing for you will come from self-compassion, from allowing your heart to receive the light it has longed for. and from recognizing cycles of fear or doubt that no longer serve you. Pisces, your intuition is heightened beyond measure, and tomorrow, subtle signs or inner knowing will guide you with precision. Dreams may be vivid, sudden insights may arrive, and emotional clarity will emerge from what once felt like chaos. The doorway is offering release from confusion, from longing, from repeating old heartbreaks. Step fully into your sensitivity. It is your gift, and it now becomes your guide to emotional freedom and authentic love. Taurus, your sense of self-worth and stability is the focus of this alignment. You may feel both protective and hesitant, but the doorway urges you to honor your values and recognize what you truly deserve. Emotional clarity will arrive in practical ways, actions that mirror words, commitments that feel grounded, and the removal of patterns that kept you in emotional scarcity. This is your time to claim both love and abundance with integrity and grace. As the cosmic doorway swings open, you may feel a mix of liberation and fear, exhilaration and hesitation. This is the nature of transformation. It is never purely comfortable. The universe asks you to honor what has been, release what no longer serves, and step into the new with courage. The Venus-Chiron miracle is not about fleeting comfort. It is about deep, systemic healing. It is a rebirth that affects your heart, your mind, your body, and your energy. The doorway is your invitation to step forward, to cross the threshold from survival into thriving, from longing into authentic reception, from heartbreak into sacred restoration. Taurus, the doorway before you is carved from both patience and promise. You may feel tension between holding on to the comfort of the known and stepping into the uncertainty of what is truly aligned with your heart. This Venus-Chiron alignment is illuminating the subtle ways you may have undervalued yourself or compromised your emotional integrity. Tomorrow asks you to claim clarity, to see which relationships, habits, or emotional investments truly honor your worth and which ones are illusions you have tolerated out of fear. Financial and emotional abundance are intertwined for you now. The universe is asking you to protect what is sacred: your resources, your energy, your time, and most importantly, your heart. What you allow in will either elevate you or deplete you. Choose wisely as you step through this doorway. All four signs Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Taurus are called to a profound rebirth. You may feel a strange, almost magnetic pull toward solitude, reflection, or inner stillness. This is not a withdrawal from life, but a conscious calibration of your emotional compass. The heaviness in your chest may ease in unexpected moments. The tightness in your throat may release in long, deliberate exhalations. You may feel tears arise unbidden as the energy clears old grief. Dreams may carry symbolic messages. Sudden insights may illuminate old patterns, and your inner knowing will grow sharper than ever. The karmic shift of this moment is undeniable. This is not simply healing. It is closure, resolution, and the clearing of cycles that no longer serve your highest good. If you have experienced repeated heartbreak, illusions of love, scarcity and abundance, or emotional stagnation, tomorrow signals the end of that chapter. Venus-Chiron acts as the alchemist, turning the wounds of the past into the medicine of your future. You are not just recovering, you are evolving. You are crossing a threshold where the pain of yesterday transforms into the strength, wisdom, and clarity of tomorrow. In practical terms, this shift may manifest in subtle but powerful ways. You may find the courage to speak truths you have withheld, to confront someone with honesty, or to release connections that drain your vitality. You may recognize opportunities for work, creativity, or financial expansion that align with your authentic values. Your body, mind, and spirit are all participating in this recalibration. Notice what sensations arise in your chest, your gut, your throat. These are the sacred signals of a doorway opening, your internal guidance system activated by cosmic timing. The emotional depth of this doorway is also mirrored in your relationships. You may find that silence becomes a teacher, that distance becomes clarity, and that boundaries are no longer optional, they are necessary. Look for signs of true emotional maturity in others. Consistency, alignment, and support. Notice where deception or half-truths linger. Tomorrow is not about compromise. It is about integrity, honesty, and recognition of authentic love. You are being asked to step forward not just with your heart open, but with your discernment sharpened. The abundance of this transit extends beyond money. It is the wealth of emotional clarity, the richness of restored self-worth, and the treasure of relationships that truly honor your spirit. Allow yourself to receive what the universe is offering without fear, but also with discernment. Self-care is not indulgence, it is protection. Rest, hydrate, nourish your body, and honor the messages it sends. Allow your nervous system to recalibrate. In tandem with your heart, this is the holistic nature of Venus-Chiron's doorway, healing that honors mind, body, and soul equally, spiritually. This alignment is a reminder. You are being guided, protected, and chosen for this moment. The doorway is not random, it is a sacred threshold orchestrated by the cosmos. To step through is to embrace a new chapter of love, abundance, clarity, and self-sovereignty. To hesitate is natural, but the universe asks you to trust that the next step forward, taken consciously and with integrity, will lead to profound restoration. As you cross this doorway, remember the symbolism it carries. Thresholds are not merely passages, they are initiations. This is your initiation into a deeper, more authentic connection with your own heart and the world around you. The past is transformed, your wounds are honored, and the blueprint for your future love, abundance, and emotional integrity is being rewritten. You are not the same person who entered this doorway yesterday. You are evolving, ascending, and awakening. To summarize the energy in human terms, Scorpio, you are reclaiming sovereignty over your emotional power. Cancer, you are awakening to the strength and vulnerability. Pisces, your intuition and emotional clarity guide you to liberation. Taurus, your discernment and self-worth shape the abundance and love you are meant to receive. Together you are standing on the threshold of transformation, ready to step into a life that reflects the fullness of your heart. Finally, the universe offers this closing guidance. Do not look back once you have stepped through. Do not cling to what no longer serves. Embrace the doorway fully, with courage, with trust, and with love for yourself. Emotional miracles are rare, and this Venus-Chiron alignment is exactly that, a cosmic moment of sacred healing. You are being asked to step forward, to receive, and to trust the process. The doorway remains, but only opens once more for those willing to honor it with integrity. Tomorrow, your heart can heal. Tomorrow, the illusions fall away. Tomorrow, your soul meets the medicine it has long sought. Stand ready. Breathe. Step through. And know without question that the universe is with you, guiding every heartbeat, every thought, every choice. This is the Venus-Chiron miracle. This is your cosmic initiation. This is your doorway,